Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the game today, Austria versus Italy.
Yeah, teams are coming in. Just trying to get all the audios done before we start with the national anthems of Italy and Austria.
Before we begin, we will now have the national anthems for both countries. First, the national anthem of Italy. Please stand out.
So those were the national anthems. Now, a little bit of motivation for both the teams, and then we'll get going. Ah, jetzt ist. Ich schau noch auf den Chat. Ich hab das sehr gut.
So welcome again.
The starting six for Italy. In goal, Ebbinger. Defender on the left, Chopard. On the right, Franci. Center is Amodean. Left forward is Pellizzionio. And right forward is Leo. Austrian starting six. In goal, Mitteegger. Left forward Kutzel, right forward Blank, center Mugler, left back Huber, and right back is Waluschnik.
Referees are from Austria, Alexander and Christoph Gruber. With some IFF experience, they even were at the European Games in Prague, where they had the most interesting games from the Ukraines, for example, as well as the second Austrian bear, Gasner Jakubek, were also there. So let's focus on the game.
Austria winning the first face-off. It seems like Italy is playing 2-1-2 in defense. First shot
in the direction from the Italian goal by Mickey Blank.
And our first substitutions. I think both teams are starting to get to know each other in the beginning now, feeling out the skill levels.
Yeah, I think it was last year when they met at the EuroPower Floorball in Lignano. But it's always, when you don't play another team for more than 1 year, there's always some new players somewhere, and most of the time it takes 10 minutes, I would say, to get into the game after travel the whole day. Some of them, I heard from the Italians, they had a 8 hours drive with the car from Roma, so we will see.
And I think it's also a typical national team thing, where you also have to get used to the team. A lot of times players don't play with each other.
If you are in a line with, okay, you know them probably from the league, but you don't know the move from your new defending partner. So, as you said, it would take some minutes.
Yes, there's, I think, some warming up in the sense of just getting used to new teammates, and also an unfamiliarity with the opponent that usually, I think, in Italy and in Austria you wouldn't have, because I think everybody knows everybody in both leagues.
Yes, definitely. And that's even what a good shot from Elke Meyerhofer in the direction of the goal. First save from the Italian keeper. And that's why EuroPower is so important to all the teams, because on an international level, normally you only have the chance to play at the qualification. And there is no time to get into it on a qualification.
Yes.
because on
Every game counts.
Yeah.
You lose one game, and a lot of times it can be that can be the qualifiers.
Yeah, and you can focus on sightseeing
Yeah.
after that game. And those teams are here, which is Austria, Italy, France and Spain, are almost on one level, I would say. So if you meet in a qualification Italy, this one could be the decider to move on or not. So the EuroPower Cup is a good thing for all nations participating. Right now there are 6. Before they are here, and we have the Ukraine and Belgium as well in the EuroPower group.
So I think we're getting a very equal game at the moment. Both teams have their chances, and we'll see how this goes.
We have a 2-1 at the Austrian defense side.
Yes, very interesting because their center almost plays up high with on the same height as the other winger. So we'll see. Leaves up a little bit of a space behind them, but
Definitely. So let's see if they have an idea. Okay, short pass.
very aggressive defending, which is very good in that position, especially against the last defender. Okay, so they play with Austria. At least this line plays with one top at the moment. So they play 2 in the back, 2 centers, and then 1 all the way on top. With very aggressive.
Yeah, they
wingers.
noticed that there is ball given from the referee. They notice when there is weakness in the defending, the ball possession of the Italians, and then they attack.
Now you can see the formation very well. It seems like they are. Well, we will see if Italy right now is using the space very well, because with the formation you leave a lot of space in between because nobody's in the middle.
Yep.
So you have a huge problem there if you don't watch out for like passes through and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
So we will see how Italy adjusts to that. Where Italy is playing more of a classic 2-1-2 in defense, or box play.
Good steal. Right now I'm watching the Italian bench, what the ideas are of the coaches. So they are watching, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Not necessary.
I think that Italy's I think also has another disadvantage that there are not that many players. They only have I think 2 lines.
2 lines, but I would say, yeah. Or and one, there's a 11 field player and a second keeper.
Yes. So we will see how. Maybe not today, but I mean they have 2 more games tomorrow or the next 2 days. So 1 tomorrow and 1 on Sunday, and that means that how the energy levels are going to be in the next games is going to be very interesting.
Honestly, 3 games in 3 days with 10 players is borderline.
Yes, that's what I mean.
And there's the first goal for Italy.
Nicely played. Number 17.
Let's see the review. Yeah, okay. She had a walk through the middle zone.
Yes, you see number 16 kind of pulls out the defender for a moment, and then there's nobody really going in and physically stopping her from just moving in front of the goal.
Nice run. She found the space there
and had the option to to either pass or shoot, and he made the right decision in this.
Yep.
For Italy, assist number 8, Simona Cilotti, goal scorer number 17, Emily.
So scored by number 17, assisted by number 8, I think, if I heard it correctly.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So one down the line in the corner. But Italy gains possession again.
I think it's Italy is taking a lot more time when they're in their own half. They're not as they're not trying to go forward immediately, which a lot of teams
Try to find possession and
which a lot of
control the
teams on
game.
this level have an issue sometimes. It's a lot of at least I know from Austria there's a lot of forward, and it's very it's a sign of skill if a team can relax in the back, just say move the ball a little bit. This would be an example. There's like this idea of trying to force it forward when it's not necessary.
Yeah, I always say that controlling the ball is controlling the game.
It's like in any sport where scoring is
Good shot. Yes. Angle was okay as well.
nice save as well. Good opening, very quick shot, pass to the right on the blade, and a one-timer. But their transition is also very nice. Like as we saw right now, they win the ball, move forward, and if the defense closes up, they turn around, move the ball back, and don't try to force situations where it's not necessary. There's this idea of valuing the possession. If I have the ball, I can't get scored on.
Yeah, that was a good chance for
A counter attack, yes.
number 8 of Austria.
Austria trying to be dangerous from behind the goal, playing, like having a player in the pockets and having that quick pass forward.
Pass was good, but the finish was not what we expected. I think it was number 10. Yeah. So again, very active forward, number 23.
There's I think, like a critique you can have for both wingers. When they're so much farther behind, you can have that pass that just happened, where the winger is too far ahead. So there's a huge amount of space between them, and you can just pass through. So I think that's probably going to be a criticism or like a warning that the coach is going to give in the half to
Get a chance again.
to keep it more like the whole box has to move forward.
Yeah.
If
right.
they
Makes
play
no
so
sense if only one is pushing. But as we can see, she's very active and she's almost everywhere. Even now, she's in her own corner.
Okay, I think they play man coverage, so they're really trying to. Each player has their opponent and trying to stick with them.
This attacking line is probably the better one from the Austrian with Rebecca Kunz and Livi Ludler.
I think they were also the line that had the chances before, so they seem confident enough. So, but it still seems very even overall. Um, Italy just seemed to have more of a discipline in the beginning, and
But they had some sorry, they had some good moments right after the goal, which is always very interesting. If you score a goal, how you react, or when you consider the goal, what is the reaction of the team? And it looked 2 or 3 minutes like they are more pushing, but now it's even again. So the Austrians recovered from the one goal, and it's after almost 10 minutes in the first game of the EuroPower women's tournament here in Villach. It's 1-0 to Italy. The other two teams we mentioned, it's France and Spain, I guess.
yes.
So we have this one game today, and tomorrow 3 games, which is necessary because the countries they have the far travel. It's almost impossible to play this game like say at 5 o'clock when you're coming from Madrid or wherever, and even then not all of the Spains are living in Madrid, and not all the French are living in Paris. So it looks easy when you say, okay, there is a flight every hour from Paris to Austria. And so it's very hard.
It would be a considerable disadvantage having to take another day off. This is still a hobby for most players.
That's the point, yeah.
And
or you're at school, you're studying, whatever.
So there is this advantage for Italy.
And that's also why we start very, very early on Sunday. We had some complaints for the more southern Europeans because the first game on Sunday is at 8:30.
Well, I mean, I think when they think about it, and on Sunday they will probably be more happy about it.
Yeah,
very
right.
A good chance, but also well defended.
Good steal by the center again. Yeah, I think she was waiting for a run for her winger, because it doesn't look like she will. Oh no, another chance.
I think they're. Yes, there are only 2 players. The Italians are very much. It's a 4 against 2, so there's not a lot of options. And even on this level, I think most goalkeepers are good enough to have those.
The first shot,
yes.
Yeah. I would say, if we can criticize right now after 11 minutes, the run wasn't that perfect from both now. The one with the ball should not have been running that far, and the other one, the receiver was far too far in
behind, hiding behind its defender. But you see, Italy, like in other sports, it seems that the Italian team plays very a tight defensive box,
it looks like that,
leaving very little space for their opponents, and it's I would say a very good thing they're doing so far is that their transition into defense, even when they lose the ball in the very dangerous midsection, is very quick. Like both times Austria had a counter-attack, they didn't have a numbers advantage. It was always Italy 4 players, Austria 2 or something like that. And then you now usually that doesn't happen. Usually if you have a midsection second goal, that was a nice
second goal, very nice.
Defender was a little bit late.
By number 9.
Yes, a nice pass.
Yeah, defender out of position, number 21.
Yes, she misread. She misread which players she has, and then made a step in. And then she's too late.
Okay. Italy is 2 up.
At the moment, they are playing more disciplined than Austria, I think, in the offense as well as in the defense.
Could be that she mixed up the score, and
We
the
will
assistant,
see
but anyway,
what is official.
we will see it then on the IFFF. Good save by Anna Mittaker right now.
So now we will see how Austria answers. I think it's I think floorball is a fast enough sport to where 2 goals is not an issue.
Yeah,
But
definitely. Yeah.
it still is a mental thing that a lot of teams can struggle with if it happens so quickly. And you don't seem to have an answer, which it seems like at the moment. Austria is trying to play a very quick counterplay, and the Italian defense is very disciplined. And
I agree. The thing is, how can they react somehow? I mean,
I personally think that maybe the aggressive play that they're trying to play is against this kind of tactic is just not the right decision. But I think it's also very hard for a national team to switch up on this level to have different kind of tactics. I think Austria just plays this way, and Italy plays the other way, and you just have a bad matchup in this situation.
but they gain a lot of ball wings in the center. So sometimes they really have a good position. Even
They just have to convert on those.
And there's
That is
number
a very nice shot. Yeah. Hard to see for the goalie just because she is basically turned away with her back, and then just very
let's have a
tightly.
look at the
But there's no physical contact, and then and number 7 I think screens at the same time the goalkeeper, so she doesn't really see anything.
right. That's like you said at the start, that both players on the left hand side didn't knew what the other was doing. So we had number 11, I guess, and number 10 there, and they switched positions, and during their attack they tried to switch again, but only one tried to switch. So we a kind of minus in the defense, and no one was there again. So another goal from this side.
And not, I think, defensively speaking, not aggressive enough. They really need to be closer and more physical. Like if you get a free hit, you get a free hit. Nobody cares really about it. You have to play that type of physicality.
Yeah. I mean, not talking about physical like in SSL.
You don't have to like cross-check somebody, but it's just body. Like she cannot turn. She can't turn like that. That's basically she basically made without anything. She could turn around. You always teach kids when they start forehand. You have to cover the front of the blade.
Still again.
And if they, because most players can't shoot with the backhand. At most levels.
On most levels. That's right. Yeah.
Or at least not accurate.
So 15:41 on the clock. Italy's 3 up.
And I think at the moment you can definitely say the stronger team.
Yes,
just more disciplined and overall I think they value their possessions more.
Yeah, another mistake here in defense.
And
shoot, good save by the goalie.
I think the issue is a lot of space there. Shouldn't be there.
Yeah, and now I have the feeling they are dislocated in every second.
A little shell-shocked. 3 goals. I don't think in their head they were
Thinking about the
Yes.
3-0 after that time,
Yes.
yeah.
And
Who knows? Who knows what they're expecting? But as you said, 3-0. In my point of view as a player, it's heavy.
yes, definitely.
Now they have to regroup very fast.
The Italy's passing is very nice. They've moved the ball very good.
They see the spaces, they
Yep.
find them, and they make something with those spaces. Another chance for a pass. As we said, I think it's not necessary to shoot from this angle at a goalie on international level.
You have to. The thing that you're trying to look for is always that cross pass.
Pass, yeah, so
Yeah,
the goalie
that-
has to move.
You have to once the goalie.
Another safe rebound that was not in, and also the rebounder saved by the goalie.
A small hiccup there with the first save, but then
That was good. Yes.
that is what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Those are the situations where you create space.
Again, shot, rebound. Not a save by the Italian goalie.
But again, there's a lot of bodies in front of the goal, and that can be an advantage because you have to shoot through them.
Yeah.
But also for the goalkeeper, it can be difficult because you don't
it.
see.
Yeah, there could be a
and if
deflection.
and if you don't block as a defender or you just don't see where the shot comes from, now the goalkeeper has to react in that millisecond later to save. Number 9 seems to be one of the more dangerous players for Italy.
Yeah.
Every possession she had so far was very much a scoring opportunity.
Right, so 1.5 minutes to go, a little more.
Also very interesting that Italy plays very defensively, but they don't hide.
Yeah,
It's not like they're hiding in their own space. Like if the midline would be 50%, they're more like 60-70.
yeah, yeah.
So they give more of a physical pressure with their presence, but they're not really challenging. And at the same time, offensively, they make the field very large.
Yeah, yeah.
You have like 3 up front a lot of times, but then the defending players, if we look at the camera now, you don't even see them because they're so far back.
Yeah, yeah. That's right.
So you have
they're on the middle line or even
So
back.
if you're in the offense, you can't cover them, and then the pass comes back. They have a lot of time with to play the ball around, and it creates space. And I think that's on
Good steal by the Italians.
most levels. That's the struggle.
Yeah. So
Short pressure, seeing that there's not an established play yet, and then they back off. At least 2
pushing,
players.
the 12
And
seconds
then-
on the clock.
Yeah.
So there's one thought, one white ball. Just go for it.
Yes, I think.
Otherwise, it's done.
Yeah. They have to play
Yeah.
quick. 5 seconds. Maybe one more
shot.
shot.
No. Okay. That's it for the first 20. It's Austria 0, Italy 3. EuroPower here, women's tournament in Villach. We'll be back. Definitely.
In
Let's watch
10
the highlights
minutes.
and some informations from our partners.
Welcome back for the second period. Austria against Italy. 3-0 for Italy. Let's see how both teams have adjusted after the break. If there's any big tactical changes and stuff.
Yeah, Austria has to do something.
I think there's a bit of a decision-making issue, valuing the possession. We'll see if they convert on this. It looks good at the moment, but it's the first seconds of the second period, so
Yeah, right now they came out more aggressive, I would say, but as you said, just the first 40 seconds played right now. Yeah, what would you change as a coach?
Well, they have to convert on chances like that, where it's 2 against 0. I think less of a push forward. Play similar to Italy when they win the ball, where there's a quick movement forward. Just remind them that they can turn back if it's closed up, which Italy does very well. Going back to defense. So you basically just probe the defense. Are they there? If not, turn back, possess the ball, and then build up a new attack. That's, I think, the only real thing that Austria needs to do. And I think also the only real difference between both teams.
That was a nice one.
Well played.
Good steal.
Exactly like that. You know, she played the ball back.
Yeah.
Now they're in possession, but there's no hurry. They can substitute their players, go to the neck and line.
Presser. So
Yeah.
that again was not necessary. So
that is what, as a coach, I would have said not to do.
Yeah.
Just turn around, play it back. Like the movement forward is good because it creates space, but then she can just play the ball back and give their own team time.
That was a hit.
Yeah, stick. And I think the referee is warning her.
Yeah, it was a clear hit. So
for that.
But there weren't that much stick hits or any other fouls. And as I'm talking about, there is the next one. Of course.
In situations like this, the Italian player basically walks through 2 players. That can't happen.
Yeah.
Like, the stick hit is not the foul that has to happen there. It's like pushing or something like that. Maybe. But you basically shoulder to shoulder, and then she doesn't pass you. I mean, that's not very marked very well, sadly. Or for me as an Austrian, sadly. I think the Italian viewers will disagree.
By the way, I don't have any idea how many are watching right now.
Well, we have 53 viewers. So if those viewers have any questions, we're more than happy to answer them in the YouTube chat. But I think it's still a good game, even if the score seems very
clear
clear.
for one side.
But it's those situations that Austria needs to convert on, and I think that Italy has converted on because they've been more disciplined in giving that one last pass into a position that is more struggling. I think their passes are also more cleaner than the Austrian passes. Like, for example, there, going right to the opponent. So, and they don't seem as in a hurry to move the ball forward.
Right.
Which is, like, I think the biggest difference. There's not that rush, but even before they were leading.
Yeah.
It's like there's a pass across, now goes back. The moment she gets a little bit of pressure, looking to the other side. And
Yeah,
it's
that was an easy goal.
interesting because they give that one pressure, that short pressure, and then if it doesn't work out, they back off, and then they're in the defense again. And Austria needs to switch quickly and see if Italy is fast enough in reacting, and if they are fast enough, you go back and play in a similar manner.
If there's a chance of a counter attack, then do it.
Yeah. But you have to be quick. That has to be immediately
disadvantage
forward.
to just run into the defense. Yeah, turn back, build up again, move around.
It seems like some viewers would like us to cheer more for Italy. So
Forza Italia.
yeah. So we will do our best to do that.
Yes. But I hope you are happy that we used English as commentary language. So I think it's if it's an international game, it's an honor to also serve the Italian viewers and the Spanish and French.
Yes, and it's also, I think we want that everybody understands and can have part in the game.
It's a good community. Greetings out to Dario, by the way. He's in Bolzano because you might don't know that the under-19 women teams of Italy and Austria is meeting this weekend in Bolzano as well. So they have 2 games.
Do they have a friendlies?
Yes, that's 2 friendly games. We played each other in April at the EuroPower under-19 in Innsbruck. And there is always a good exchange between the Italians and the Austrians in what comes with games.
We're very close to each other.
Yes, but I talked about that with Jürgen also before. It looks very close when you're neighbors, but he's from Roma.
Yeah.
So, and we are at the south border now in Austria. So if he has to go to Vienna from Roma with the car, so probably then it doesn't matter if you fly from Roma to Vienna or to Paris or somewhere. It's always because Italy is so wide. I don't know where's the south. Probably someone can comment. What's the most southern floorball club in Italy? I don't know if there's something in Bari or wherever.
I mean, the American in me is laughing a little bit because it's like distances where I'm like, okay, it's a weekend trip, but yeah, I think it's
the
deceiving.
Next Walmart is probably
like I'll go shopping for the weekend or for the day, half an hour there, and then immediately drive back. But
yeah, but that's the thing in Central Europe when you can go from like Austria in 3 hours to Bratislava to Praha to Munich and all those. So last year, no, not last year. This time in the final, the IFL final here in Villach, I had a Finnish friend here. He was wondering why this is so. How can you play against the Slovenians? He said, yeah, that's cross that mountains and we are there. And if you go, I told him if you go 1 hour there, but he said if I go 1 hour in Finland, I'm still in the same forest.
Yes,
so that's the difference.
But for the viewers that don't know, in Austria, there's 2 leagues. There's the IFL League, the International Floorball League, or 3 Nations League, which in the men's is Slovenia and Hungary and Austria.
Yeah,
and for the women,
4 Austrian teams, 2 Hungarians, 2 Slovenians at the men's side.
And women's, it's Germany, Hungary, and Austria.
Right, yeah.
And
there is another goal from Italy.
And again, number 9. I think she would get my vote in the moment for MVP for today.
Yeah, it was an easy one. But look at the positioning. All 4 Austrians run to the ball. Look. Okay.
It's that. It's the thing you teach in the beginning. Don't look just at the ball.
Yeah.
You have your assignments, and I think they had the numbers advantage. 2 players need to move to the other side, and that's it.
Yeah. you can do sometimes a dispositioning with one player on the round space. Give me a second. Could be some problem with the number. So number 12. Let's see if we have number 12 by Italy.
There is no number 12 on the list.
That could be a problem right now. From if there is the original signed.
But it seems that maybe her name is on there, but she's just has the wrong number. We will see if
we have the original list from the IFF, but it's possible that they changed it before the game, and we did not change it somewhere there, down there. So you as a referee, what would you say?
2 minutes for wrong equipment. 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Yeah. If the name's on the
sheet,
it's incorrect number. It's 2 minutes.
Yeah. And if she's
not anywhere, it would be a red card because she's not allowed to play.
Yeah. That's
and then it's, but also I think it's.
But the
it's
goal
a referee.
stands,
The goal stand because
the goal
they would. I think the ruling.
Where's the defender? Okay, over here.
In the rule book says that they. It's from the point of when you notice it.
Okay. Yeah.
So the goal would be allowed because it wasn't noticed beforehand, and the like the people who are doing the management would have to actually check. It's their responsibility.
I guess they're still checking.
Yes.
So let's continue the explanation of the league. We had the men's league, like the Three Nations International Floorball League, which is a great bounce since over many years with the Slovenians and the Hungarians.
I think it's now 5 to 6 years, I would say. Maybe more.
Yeah, maybe more even. Because I guess they had it before and then we restarted it 2019. Last year there were 10 clubs. We lost 2. One Slovenian team, Bolanska Banda, and the other is Komaron. Good. Yeah, that was nice.
Very in an individual effort.
Yeah,
I would call this. I think it's not. Let's
see. Yeah.
A real
individual, very good. So you can't find any.
I don't think there's a lot of mistakes
Italian
defensively.
defense. No, I wouldn't say.
Maybe a little bit more physical from center, but then you run. It's a question of value if you want to take the 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Internationally speaking, a lot of like the Finnish teams and Swiss teams, when you watch the World Cup, they will take a penalty shot in that situation.
Yes,
because
to avoid
the
goal. Yeah.
They say it's almost 100% that you will score, which on our level here maybe is not the case, but on their level it is. So I will just make a sliding block or something like that. And because then, yes, the chance is not high that a goalkeeper saves a penalty shot, but it's higher than a lot of times.
But at the end of the day, there's was not a fault of the defense. It was individual good from the Austrian center.
And also lucky being able to keep the ball there. It was a good bounce for her. The ball bounced in her favor.
Yeah, every time we talk about our international leagues, something is happening.
Yes.
That's good. Let's talk again. And we have also the Women's International League running now with Germany, with Munich, yeah, playing in the the three nations women international league together since this year with the two Hungarian teams.
There's Comoron and
Phoenix.
Phoenix, yes. Which is a good, so it's I think 4 Austrian teams also as well there.
Let me think, it's 8 teams in total, 5 Austrians,
Okay,
which
yes.
is VFV and
Yes.
Dragons.
So the two Vienna teams.
2 Viennese teams, they are playing in the Eastern Conference
Yes.
with the 2 Hungarians. And then we have Villach St, HSE Vikings, which is Innsbruck and Zell together, and Munich.
Interest, and then that league is split in 2, which the men's league is not. The men's league is just 1 league. I think it's an advantage for the women's because of the travel distances.
Yeah, that was the thing behind, because we want to avoid those long travels, because the reason why Munich joined the Austrian league was the long travel, and their second league is almost everything somewhere in the north, which is
Of
connected
Germany?
with
Well, of course.
which is connected with a 8 hours travel in one direction.
It's the similar discussion we had before with Italy.
Yeah.
So I think
But going every week or every
Yes.
second week that far, and when it's on Sunday,
again
not a good shot.
another good shot.
Yeah,
And
it's
again,
5-1.
a similar situation. They're in the back where the defense does not away from the ball,
Yeah.
and
Let's see. Yeah. Where is the defender? Yeah.
it's not a center needs
Yeah,
to
yeah.
move out, or the defender in front of the goal needs to
Yeah.
move to the left. Whereby I don't know if the defender in front of the goal, there needs to be a lot of there's a assignment issue there, because
Yeah.
It's
She should be on the left side.
the defender on the right has
Yeah. It's
Too-
too far.
2 players, but you have to ignore one of them, and the pass can't go through. So the center maybe ignores her, but has to be in the passing lane.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's 5-1 to Italy.
And you can say deservingly.
Cheering for Italy. Okay, go Italy. Yeah, that's it. Still no answer. What is the southernmost floorball team? So guys, if you know that, please write it in the comment. We're wondering.
I'm not really
Don't
familiar with.
use ChatGPT to answer it. We
Uh,
could do that.
I'm sadly not familiar with Italian floorball league.
We had years ago. We had the youth teams from Bolzano playing. They played the under 16, I guess, in Austria, and Sterzing is always in contact with us. But it's more important to support your home country than just picking the cherries as a club team. Oh,
Of
I don't
course.
have to go that far to Austria, so let's play there. That would not support the Italian Federation, because Sterzing is where Sterzing is, and
Yeah.
Roma is where Roma is, and,
Yes,
and that's it. If you want to join the Italian league and play on a higher level as the northern Italian teams, you have to go south. So
I think it's a very much like a balance, similar to like in Austria, where we have the IFL, but we also have the Bundesliga. So there is a pool of level, like the Hungarians and the Slovenians have the benefit of playing floorball for a longer time on a higher level.
yeah.
And there's few teams in Austria that are very strong, or for Austria, but internationally speaking, not as strong as we would say in our bubble.
So I would say those 3 nations and those 8 teams there are now in there fit perfectly together. That brings all 3 nations further. But I would like to have more activity from the Slovenian and Hungarian national teams.
Mhm.
So on that level, we also could do more. Still missing some Slovenian women team. So honestly, if you want it to be taken serious in national sports, women has to be included. So
Of course.
it's like it is. So you can't say no. I don't do anything in women's sports that puts you back
Yes.
30 years. Another good chance.
Yes.
Yeah. Easy.
Kept the cool head, moved through. There's not enough physicality there, and the second defender needs to move in the moment
Yeah.
she goes all alone to the goal. There's not a step outward, but a step inward.
Yeah.
And if the pass comes, then you're already there. She's so close. If she passes through you, it's lucky for her. But from that position, the goalkeeper can't really make herself bigger than she already is. So
And again, there is a lot of space for the Italians where there shouldn't be any space.
and there's I feel like aggression is missing on the defensive level.
Yeah.
There needs to be more of like, you're in my space,
Yeah.
leave.
Yeah. Don't go there.
Don't go there. I am here. Stop. But it's missing a little bit. But the Italians are very much very efficient in those situations. I would say. And good on them. I think they, even with the few players that they have, they are very efficient. They're not. I think their coaching staff has very much created a system that works for that. They're not very fast. They don't have to play fast in that style of play that they're playing.
I would like to have the shootings and the goalie saves if we have it, because it looks to me very efficient what the Italians do. Guys, you can use the IFF app for that if the match secretary does it. It's like no numbers in so far. I think we will have it then after the game, right in the IFF app. Hopefully. yes, we
Hopefully.
will have. I do believe in
And
the hosting club.
and it will definitely be there for all the games this weekend.
Yeah.
So check that out. There's all the stats, lineups, and live ticker. If you're not able, which would make us very sad, not able to watch us or listen to us,
Yeah.
you can still follow the game there.
And we also will provide a photo service. Probably we can put the link even in here somewhere. I don't have it yet right now, but there will be a couple of pictures, some 200 most of the time from every game, which are free to use for every one except some commercial stuff.
And even then, they can probably reach out to the Austrian Floorball Federation.
And send millions of euros, and we will share it with the Italians. And probably the guy next to us. So 3 minutes left. 6-1. Ooh.
A lucky save there.
Goalie change we missed, sadly.
Was in the, I would assume, 10-minute mark.
Yeah, sorry.
I noticed it at the
In
the
the
goal.
application again. Yeah. I didn't see. It's the debut at the national team for her. First time here.
It's her first game today.
Ja. Ist aber eigentlich vom WFV.
Nicely controlled the ball there by the number 12 of Italy. I don't know if in the long run the idea of playing man coverage for Austria seems to be the correct decision. they seem to be struggling with it a little bit.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you consider 6 goals and like the situations we had, you should switch it, because if this was the idea, it didn't went good. Again,
No, aggressive there, but
good save,
nice
good
save.
stop.
But there was the movement in. You saw the number 21
Yep.
moved in, put pressure on the player, having to make a decision, and then there's not that easy shot. I can decide where I shoot on the goal. I have to make a quick decision, and then a lot of times it's easier save because you just get shot at as a goalie. At least that's my experience.
Definitely, and you are playing goalie since how many years?
I think
Or should I say you played
No, I
already?
still play. But I think like my first entry on Floorball Flash, the Austrian tracking, is like 2008.
Really,
Something
2008.
like that. I mean, I can look it up, but it's been a while that I've been
So
playing.
guys, we have a goalie dinosaur
Yes.
here on the
yes.
microphone.
I mean, I think last year was the year I was the oldest player on the Viennese team.
Okay,
So
that makes me sad because I know how old I am and how young are you. So
I mean, like, yes. So my first game was the 6th of January 2008.
unbelievable.
I was 16. For those who are interested.
And all the Italians are now calculating, and the Austrians as well. We are calculating 10 minutes break. Be right back. Let's see some highlights and words from our sponsors.
Welcome back for the third and last period. Let's see how both teams have adjusted. I think Italy has not a lot of big adjustments to do, and Austria has some improvements to make.
Exactly. That's the way it is. So I know we all knew this Wunder von Neuenburg, but I don't think that there will be a miracle here in cases of Austria makes a turnaround for this game. So I'm pretty sure that it's through. Not even the score, but how the teams are acting. Italy looks for me much more clever and solid ball control. So I don't have a feeling that they will lose or give the game out of their hand anymore.
I think the big difference is Italy is more disciplined with their ball control and or ball possession as well.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest difference between both teams is mentally. I think it's not there's a skill difference on knowledge, game knowledge.
No, definitely not. No,
You don't think that there's a difference in game knowledge? But I think it's more that they convert on those things better.
Yeah.
And there's small things where their passes are more direct to the person and stuff like that. And I think it's very much a issue in the case of Austria, not playing with each other enough.
Yeah. But let's see what the Italian do good. I'm always afraid as an Austrian to find mistakes of their own team. I'm
I
sorry.
think it's
I'm sorry
easy.
for that. Yeah, because they are obvious. Yeah, but I do believe that the Italians are a good team, and they do really well. I mean, they have two lines, and everything they do makes sense. From the
They seem to
minute
have a
one,
plan.
minute one on, yeah. And I don't think that they play a lot together as well, because you know, those Swiss, Swedish, whatever, wherever they are from. But it looks like, just look at this situation. They win the ball in the slot behind the goal. They change, and now they build up. In cases of Austria, there would be a wide pass somewhere there, but they try to keep the ball, control the game, and find a space where they can go as a player and with the ball. And that doesn't happen on the other side.
And the level of pressure they put when the opponent has the ball is, we could see it right now, where it's two go up pressure, and then we back off once they free themselves.
And players like number 43, Livi Mugler, she's everywhere, but sometimes I think her speed is too high for the rest of her line and her team, to be honest. So a huge shout out I would give to the home team, Villach St. They supported us by organizing all this event very much. So this time we see the guys from the first team of Villach supporting us. I mean them who are not on the national team camp. They are all here and supporting us at the timekeeping, the stadium announcements and stuff like that. So big shout out to VSV for their support.
And even the camera
Yeah.
is also done by one of their players.
Yeah.
And I think it's something that everybody needs to be aware of, that type of volunteering and that type of engagement in the clubs is so important for our sport.
Yeah.
Because the sport is not that high of level. It is a hobby for everybody who does it.
Totally
Even
right. Yeah.
For me as a commentator now, there's not we're not soccer or football
Yeah,
or
and
basketball or any of those, where in certain countries.
yeah, I know what
there's-
you mean, but I do think that everyone should give something back to the club. Nowadays, everyone who is joining any club, not it's now floorball in particularly, but they're coming. They see that they come here, they train, they play, and then they leave, and they don't give anything back to them. I mean, floorball is not joining a fitness club where you pay something and you're going there. Like today I won't come. Yesterday I was like this. So there has to be a commitment for the club, not only for the sports. So you have to be, as a player, part of the coaching staff, part of the organization. I don't know, there's so much to do in a club. But most of the time it belongs to 1, 2, 3 people, and they're running the club, and all the others are just, let's say, consumers of this all. And I don't think that's a good idea.
I think the sentence that I have in my head, or I also had in the past, is if I want to play, things need to happen. So if I'm asked to go somewhere and do something for the club, it's because I want floorball to happen. So if I go to the kids' games and referee there, or I organize something there, it's so that they can play. But then, like a parent of a kid, or when the kids get older, the kids come to the game that I am playing at, so everybody does their part. It's not like you have to be there all the time, but it's like those little things.
Yeah, if the team calls me, I should be there, and not. Of course, I can find something on every day. There are so many options,
but one of our viewers commented that Italy is playing with a lot of confidence, really secure with the ball and with good control. I have to agree with them.
Who's that guy?
The last comment right there.
Okay, so if you're free tomorrow, join us. You have the right view of the game.
Yeah, I mean,
totally.
There's going to be Italy plays tomorrow at the second game, I think.
Wait a second. It should be on the app again.
Let's see if we can announce.
So we have 3 games tomorrow.
So we have France, Spain at 11.
And the next one should
Italy,
be on 1700.
France at 17, so at 5 p.m. And then
missing Spain against
Spain,
Austria.
at 19:30. The last game tomorrow. And then on Sunday is
Austria, France at noon, I guess.
France at 11. And then
at 8:30, the first game, as I mentioned.
Yes.
And Austria scores. Yes.
Oh. Maybe we are getting closer to the wonder.
Yeah.
But let's see what they've been. Okay. So there it was, that the one situation where Italy, I think it was the first one in the game where they had less players. Yeah.
Again, what we mentioned, I think it was Patricia Acharik.
Number 43, I think, made the assist.
Yeah, and number 10.
And number 10.
A local girl.
Interesting for Austria as well is they are only playing with 2 centers, if I saw this correctly before.
Yeah.
So they, I think, are playing double shifts in the center.
But again, to the goal. Let's keep it with Becky
nice
Kutzl. They changed the goalie as well, but I missed it again. Anyway, don't tell me it was 10 minutes in the second period.
It was not. They just put it in.
Not that bad. They changed with the period, I guess. Yeah.
Yes.
But again, to back to the goal. That was the situation we mentioned not to do. She was on the far wing, but she shot. The better solution, don't get me wrong, she scored. The better solution would be a pass and make the goalie move.
But also the winger that moved in front of the
Yeah,
goal,
was
she
too
was
far
too close.
far too close.
She needs
yeah.
to be more outside.
Yeah.
And create space for her, because she also has to pull the defender out, and then then the shot also gets easier.
If her job is to get on this rebound, there has to be a second forward waiting for the pass. So if she is told to get the rebound, she's in the right position, but not for the pass.
But the person who gave the pass just keeps moving and comes to the rebound.
Yeah, definitely
but,
right.
I mean, the criticism is probably
more analytic, yeah.
Yes.
Don't they get us wrong.
I
We're
think
still happy with the Italians that they are in front, 6-2.
I think as a coach, you would be like, I'm happy you scored, but and then you would go down the list and say like,
I'm sorry to say I used to coach 5 years, and my players, I was female coach, always said, when are you happy? I always we were
not
winning.
my job.
Yeah, I'm not paid to be happy. So we won 3 times the championship, and 2 times we became second, but I was never happy because my job is to give them hints how they can improve, and I don't have to jump around and celebrate every win, because I would like to get them better. That's my job as a coach.
A Viennese coach that coached me, he used to say in interviews, he was like, it's not my job to celebrate. It was one of the semifinals, I think, for our league. And he said that he's thinking about the final.
Yeah.
The players can celebrate now. Monday I will talk to them. Now I don't have to be happy. I'm not happy. I'm happy when we won the last game of the season.
Okay, yeah, and I totally understand that. That was a good one. And because as a coach, you should not just have to focus on your output. It doesn't matter.
Behind the goal?
You have to educate players. You have to tell players whatever it takes to win and to get better. That should be the approach of a coach.
Yeah, shooting.
Ah, good one.
I think they have there's a lot of situations where they
Timeout
Austria, where they need to. There's this delicate balance of trying to find the pass and then trying to find the pass constantly in situations where you can also just challenge the goalie. Just be like, you have to save it. Let me. Especially if you have so many players in front of the goal and it's not a counter-attack. You have that situation where it's very much like you have your own players in front of the goal. There's a lot of traffic. Hit the goal and it goes in. If not, there's a lot of players there that can get the rebound, and it creates a scoring situation.
Let's see what the input from Jonathan Schneider was right now at the Austrian bench. So you choose one coach. What would you do in this situation? As the Italian coach, what would you do?
I wouldn't change a lot. I would think about conserving energy, so there's not a lot of overexerting yourself. You're already leading. You want to
let them run. Let's keep the ball in our team.
You want to not get injured. Have do the basics right, but don't do too much. You're not trying to win the game more than you are now.
Yeah. Don't be nervous just while they are taking a timeout. So I witnessed some games where I took some timeout sometimes for no reasons, just to influence my opponent. So to get in their head, okay, what they are doing, what is their plan, and if I am in their head, I have won, because they are thinking about what I will do in this timeout.
Yeah, we seem to have
Yeah,
time
little problem with the time.
issue.
So as Italian, I would say keep it simple, let them come. Because I would say what is the option of the Austrian team is to push more, to be more aggressive. Then I'm wondering why they did not the 50 minutes before. You could pull the goalie, which in my opinion does not make sense if you're not the kind of team who has so much control of the ball and does possessioning game. So it makes no sense to pull the goalie. I mean, with -1 or 2 the last 2 minutes, okay. I will even do it with a team which have a lot of possession. But anyway, I don't think there would happen too much. Probably too strong line. Get the speed a little higher and give everything. On the other hand side, we have for the Austrians, the next game is tomorrow at 19:30. 24 hours is super easy on that level to recover. I mean, the Italians have 3 hours less to recover. But yeah.
And I think when we're talking about Italy playing more with the ball, they have the option to play more with the ball, and if they play more with the ball, they create space because the opponent has to come to them. And that I think is one of the things that if you look at higher teams that play very well, it is the beginning of the game that is a lot of times a struggle because the opponent doesn't have to come to you.
Yeah.
So they can go very far into the back, box themselves in, but if you're leading, you can. That seemed very rough, but the referee decided it was the ball. But but if you're leading, the opponent has to come to you because you can play technically 20 or 60 minutes with the ball, go forward, then come back and stuff like that. And then you win 1-0 and you don't care because a win is a win. A win is 3 points. If I win with, or here it's 2 points, and if you,
nice shot.
That I think they were miscommunicating with the shot, and then the fake opened up the wall a little bit. And goalie was screened, and she.
Sorry to say, but very poor positioning of the ball.
They need to be together. There needs to be.
And they know it.
Space.
They know it.
Yeah. And I think the coach immediately will tell them to.
But I don't think that they. Yeah, I told you before. I stick with the wonder. Now it's -3. Yeah, let's look. For some reasons, probably the Italian do less for the game. Could be. I mean, this was how can
unlucky.
I say? Yeah, unlucky.
For in the lucky in
points. But now again, look. Yeah.
But that's what I was talking about before. When you're in front of the goal, if you have somebody in front of the goal, you want to just shoot. If you don't, you want to get you want to have the pass. So we'll see. But I think Austria tasted a little bit of hope.
Yeah.
We'll see.
The miracle of the momentum.
Yes.
No one knows what it is, but some have it. And
we'll see. But
if you believe in it, that there is a chance, so yeah, go ahead and do it. Sorry. Oh, that was close.
But overall, Austria or Italy was still, I think, even with conceiving 2 goals now. They're overall they slowed down now, but I think overall they're the better team. I would wonder. I would ask myself as a coach, how much was this them being 10 players?
Yeah.
Or how much is it them saying, okay,
6-1.
we have 3
Yeah.
more games, or 2 more games?
Probably it's a mix of everything
And
about those things you mentioned.
Yeah.
Being 6-1 up, having 2 more games, 3 games this weekend, and just being 10 players, and you say, okay, guys, that's done. As I said, 6-1 is done. But
and if you lose the game at that point with saying where the coach said, hey, we can slow down, I think yes, you're upset, but
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
not as upset when you're saying like, look, when we played 100%,
Yeah,
we were winning.
yeah.
We didn't play 100% because we have to play all weekend.
Yeah.
So it's very clear what we want to do and stuff. So
of course we're in sports, and every goal counts and every win counts, but the focus on tournaments like that should be more on gaining experience on international level, stick together, play together. As I said, there is with the qualification system we have, there is just one chance to qualify for those teams like Italy, Austria, France, Belgium, and so on, and it's mostly 1 or 2 games every 2 years, and they change it now into a 4-year circle, I heard, so even getting worse for the smaller teams, because you play them for more or less nothing and you don't have the chance to qualify, and it's pretty hard to keep the national teams going for a period of 4 years and motivate them.
well, and then also keeping the same, like even for more than 2 qualifications.
Yeah.
I mean, you start when you're 19, 18, maybe in the national team, 8 years.
Yeah.
You're at the end of your 20s, and you're already saying like, maybe. Again, it's a hobby.
Yeah.
So the moment life catches up, you have less time for the hobby, and it starts to.
Yeah, and especially you have so many chances to quit floorball. Even 3 more as a woman, because of marriage, of whatever, going abroad, find your second love, or your
And
first.
the first one is floorball.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, floorball should every
it
time
is
be your
my
first
first
love.
and only love.
Yeah,
So but
Good to know,
it's a
Aaron.
different. It's a different conversation.
So if you want to hear more about the love life of Aaron, join us tomorrow during the game France against Spain.
I mean, if the chat keeps asking about it, maybe I'll open up, but
Yeah.
I don't think that's what they want to talk about.
We can promise that we will do it in English as well, because our Spanish or our French is too bad. I don't know if
I
you have any
have
idea. Yeah.
none of
Me too.
either.
So it will be English again.
I can maybe say hello, but I won't do it because I will
Yeah.
still butcher it.
even that one would be not correct. So the second game as well, and joining us tomorrow is Pauli Steinbichler, former captain
She's
of
upset about that one.
Okay.
She could have had.
Yeah, could be. So Pauli Steinbichler is joining us tomorrow, former captain of the Austrians under-19 team, and he's doing this commentary with you.
Excited to see him tomorrow.
Yeah, he's on the way here. Good to have you guys, by the way, to support the women's team and do that. So really appreciate it to have you, Aaron, here, and Pauli tomorrow as well. It's definitely a thing
Thank you.
that floorball needs. Good streaming quality, visibility, good commentary. I mean, good.
Decent.
They can judge it if it's good, but remember, if it's not us being here, there would be no one. So if you want to join us on our commentary team, give us a shout out. Come to Villach tomorrow. So by chatting to you, I missed half of the game. It's 17:30 already. Sorry guys for not keeping it too sporty. You see the pictures, and it's just we could clearly name every player, but that's not the style we are commentating. We're more the entertainment. You see what's happening.
The background noise.
Yeah. We have brilliant pictures from 3 cameras and a super replays, so you can see everything. It's clear, it's stable, so we don't have to tell you every number of every girl who has the ball and what she's doing. So better to give you some background information of the floorball sports and of the Austrian floorball. So, best players.
Player who sticked with me from Italy was number 9. Just
number 32 probably.
Yeah.
Those
are the ones
a
that
good
stick
guess.
with me. For Austria, 43 has I think the highest level of play and the most impact on the. Nicely played. Nicely
good
played.
one. What a good shot.
Great positioning.
7-3. Yeah, 23 or 43 by the Austrians. I'm always very sad if one team loses and they choose the goalie, because if you lose, it's like we had no idea. You were not good enough that I found someone, so I take the goalie, which considered amount of goals. So I'm not happy with that. That a lot of people always take the goalie from the losing team. That's too easy.
For me as a goalie, I value my MVP, the MVPs that I get in winning games more, because a lot of times you.
So honestly, if I lose as a player, I need at least 5 minutes to calm down. So if you give me an award for something which I know wasn't good, so can't be serious.
I think it depends on how high we lost. Like in a game that is close and you lose, I can understand if as a goalie I get it, because if I had an impact. But a lot of times, as you said, it seems like a very much we didn't have anybody else to give it to. So the last 32 seconds of the half.
Italy made the first win, we can say, at the EuroPower Women's Tournament 25 here in Villach. Congrats to them. It won't change anymore.
Empty net at the moment, though.
Yeah, as we talked about, empty nets solutions. Yeah.
I think it's more
training,
practice.
Practice to change
how to implement it, and I think it's also good practice for Italy to see how do they react to it, and I think they've adjusted a little bit. They play with the box in the back.
Okay.
But now that's the time. Congratulations to Italy.
Congratulazione.
I hope that is correct.
I would assume, yeah.
And they were clearly better, but
a well-deserved game win. So as you said, better team.
We will see tomorrow.
Was brilliant.
If they can keep up the level, I hope so.
Yeah, will be interesting how they come back. Interesting game for Italy because they play their second game, but the other team is playing their second game on the same day. So advantage for Italy, I would say, even there are just 10 players. So let's listen. Jan Slamer and I guess it's Luka Witnik from Fasar are presenting the best players. Let's see.
All right, now we will go to the celebration of the best players of each team. For team Italy, it's number 17, Emily.
17, okay.
17. So we apologize, we have no ideas.
We don't understand floorball apparently.
No. But congrats to her. We don't have her on our sheet.
On our radar.
Yeah. At least we knew that Livy is in the closest circle of getting best player award.
50% so far for the MVPs.
Okay,
Let's see how I do for the rest of the weekend.
I still don't know if I was the expert or you.
we will see for the rest of the weekend. I will count how many I get right.
Okay.
Well, I hope you enjoyed our stream today, and I hope to see you, or you watch you watch us for the rest of the weekend, and enjoy the rest of the night.
Yeah. Thanks again, Aaron. EuroPower Women's Floorball Cup here in Villach, Austria. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.
Bye bye.